Scott Kazmir, a good pitcher who's having a bad year. Here's the Kia pitching report.
Well, Ryan, I think you look at the ERA the last 3 years, he's been first. And he's not having a great 09, but I tell you what, you don't go 3 years with that kind of ERA and not have that great game in you. So it's going to be one of those games where the Raws can't look at this ERA. They're going to just have to go out and battle hard and try to win this game.
Kind of a half swing, diving play Callaspo, and then just couldn't get his feet set, or I should say his knees set. He was going to throw from his knees. Crawford strikes out. Upton is running. Longoria swings and misses, and Olivo with a great throw down to second base. This one stays in play. Billy sees this one. And Zach faces only 3 in the first inning, including a double in the bottom of the first inning, and now lines it into center field. He's hit in 6 straight games. And this is the best he has swung the bat. Bartlett deep short. Tough time getting it out of his glove, but still got DeJesus at second base. 7 runs, 11 hits off of him. So as Billy takes a ball third strike,
has to give them some sense of confidence coming into this ball game.
To Longoria on the left side. Guillen's out, and the Royals are scoreless in the bottom of the first. If you agree, just looking at those numbers, we don't watch him play every day. Strikes out again, 3rd time in the series. Zach second tonight.
But Pena puts the walks in between there, which makes him a double threat at that point.
Zobrist zips one by Greinke, and the slider puts him away. As Ibar pulls it through the hole, almost hit Zobrist, and is going to move up to third base. Runners at the corners with 2 down. And into center, slicing away from Bloomquist. So Ibar and Bartlett going after first pitches, and that results in the first run of the game.
They want to get it right away, so that was a good job of recognizing that they need to make a change right there, and he did a good job of working his way through this inning.
Not what Scott Kazmir and the Rays had in mind. They take the lead, and he comes back and walks Martin, leading off the next inning on 4 pitches. Pulls it to third. Longoria, how about those quick feet and hands? Double play. Surgically repaired hip continues to heal. That's 2 4-pitch walks surrendered by Kazmir in this second innings. That double play off the bat of Olivo is huge. Hit deep into left field. Crawford was shallow, and it's going to sail over his head. Alex to third. He's going to be waved home by Dave Owen, and Bartlett's throw is short. On his way to third, Callaspo, and the Royals have tied the game.
Well, Berta does a great job, Ryan, here. This cutter that came in, he tucked his hands in good, and Crawford looked like he didn't get a good read off the bat, and he was able to get this ball over his head. And then you watch Alex going around the bag, and here when he hits third base, now he's puffing and puffing pretty good right there, so didn't really get a good push off the bag and struggled a little bit those first few steps around third base. Well, you're right, Ryan. It makes a big difference. You're trying to score from first base after a long time out. You know how important it is to get there. Then you're right. You push yourself a lot harder.
And again through the right side for a base hit. So Upton 2 for 2, and now Carl Crawford wins the pennant this year. Then maybe that's an easier decision to have Greinke be the starter. And he just picked off B.J. Upton. Second time Zach has gotten Crawford.
Well, this is the pitch right here, and I tell you what, for some reason the left-handed hitters have a hard time seeing that pitch, and I think it's because he's throwing it out of the same arm slot as his fastball, same arm speed, and when they recognize it, it looks like a fastball, but when they go to swing, it disappears. I tell you, it looks like he's got the kind of swing that it's really conducive to the slow breaking ball, the hangers, and anything off speed with 2 strikes.
Zach had it reaching on a 2-1 pitch.
Moving back to the 8th spot, so I got pitched a little bit differently, and so I didn't get that fastball that I was used to getting down in the middle of the order with all the good hitters behind me. Put me where you want me, let's go. I didn't really care. I just was going to be the same guy regardless.
Longoria, great play, and from foul ground gets Bloomquist. Casimir, after getting in trouble with walks in the second inning, faces only 3 in the third.
On the regular tour, the British Open 5 times. So why aren't we talking about Tom Watson a lot more?
3-pitch strikeout. Greinke gets Carlos Pena for the second time, and Zach has punched out 5 in 3 1/3 innings. In his mind, figured out if you pitch well, you have a chance to beat this club, but if you make mistakes, they're going to hurt you as much as anyone in the league. And he's got it. 6 strikeouts, 2 down in the 4th inning.
So Miguel Olivo and Zach are really doing a great job in changing things up.
Willie Ibar singled his first time up, chasing the first pitch, and that's exactly what he does in his second at bat. And he walks Bartlett with 4 straight pitches. Several people who defected with him died. Ended up on a smuggler's boat and didn't see land for almost 2 days. Zach gets a pop up to the right side. Billy takes care of it, and the Rays leave the bases loaded in the 4th inning. 99 to 2001. And again rolls out to the left side. He did a lot of that in the first half as teams continue to pitch him inside. Could have been a big inning for the Royals. To left center field, big gap out there, but Upton with his closing speed almost ran it down. Tien stops at second with a 1-out double. And he takes a walk. He's walked in back-to-back games.
That'd be a great question. I look forward to hearing the answer to that one.
Up the middle, Bartlett is right there, and the Rays turn it into a double play. The second double play they have turned behind Casimir tonight.
So I think that he needs to come inside a little bit more, especially ahead in the count, and try to set up what he wants to do for the strikeout.
Got Upton to chase one up by his eyes. His teammate B.J. Upton among the leaders. Betancourt, the quick throw over to Butler to get Crawford, who is 0 for 3.
Well, you start watching guys and how they're being pitched ahead of you, and when I came through, we had to talk a little bit more. We didn't have as much information, written information to work with.
The pitch was up, but Longoria out over his front foot, and Bloomquist takes care of it in center field. It's an easy 5th for Greinke. Left side, Longoria handling a tough hop. Pena reaches up, and Callaspo is out. Bud Light Lime showing us what's on tap is Betancourt to right, but it stayed up, and Zobrist makes a play. Pena won the Gold Glove at first base last year, hangs it in the air to Casimir. You'll get Pena, Zobrist, and Burrell in the 6th. And Pena very high in the air to right field. A lot of room out there for Tien, and in front of the chain link fence brings it down. B.J. Upton and Carl Crawford are a combined 2 for 6, but none has reached second base. This has the looks of being an easy inning for Zach. And let him get away with a walk. Into left to Jesus, plays it on a bounce. He might still have that suit and that hair in his closet. Rays strand 2 more in the 6th inning.
You hate to see double plays wipe them away, because this could go down to be a close game, and you want to be able to put yourself in a position to capitalize on one of those opportunities.
Longoria charges in. The throw was off the bag, but Pena applied the tag on Bloomquist. 1 out in the 6th. Casimir's 4th walk. 1 on, 1 out for Guillen. Looked like a changeup sign from Hernandez. It is a changeup, and Guillen strikes out. Changeup, and it's lofted into shallow center. Butler will go first to third. A 2-hit game for Tien. Struck him out. Only the 3rd for Casimir. And the Royals strand 2 more. Hernandez has grounded out, popped out, and now lines to right. Tien trying to cut it off, and it slices away from him. Hernandez will be at second base with nobody out. Pulls this one to Alex. Hernandez holds, and Upton is out. not what Joe Madden was looking for. Hernandez at second base with one away. 2 on, 1 out. Got the middle of the plate. Betancourt backhands out at second. Double play. He did not get to the Rays until May the 31st. So he basically missed the first 2 months. But he was a go-to guy late in the game before the season was over. Crawford almost overran that pop-up, but able to stay on his feet and retire Gordon 1 away. Of the upper deck on the left field side. 1 out walk to Callaspo. That's 5 walks. The Rays have given the Royals tonight. Balfour cursing himself. Could be 2. And the ball flattens out on Ibar and rolls through his legs. First and third, 1 out. Another chance for 2. They're going to have to hurry. Out at second base. No double play, and the Royals take the lead.
Well, David, that's one pitch he wanted to swing at, but Betancourt, you see him right here. He did a good job just stopping right there. And David did a good job getting out of the box and beating this throw to first base.
And now Bradford to face Bloomquist. Off of his glove. And no play.
Right here, Billy Ryan has got to just stay back and just try to drive the ball to right center field. That'll get it up, and that'll get him the line drive that he's looking for.
Pulls it to the left side. Bartlett to second. And Ibar was able to stay on the bag as he was falling towards center field. A leadoff walk. So breakout game last night, but just 1 run, 9 hits tonight. On the ground, Betancourt again. Long throw. Got it. Great play. Line towards right. Friel will not get it. And the Rays are going to tie the game. So Tampa Bay comes through again against Cruz in the 8th inning. Ibar hammers that one into right field, and Tampa Bay will take the lead. Back-to-back doubles with 1 out in the 8th inning. Ibar is 4 out of 4.
Now the 3-2. And a ground ball headed toward the middle. Behind the bag, Callaspo with a throw to first. Kapler will go to third. The 3-2 is ball 4. So Colon gives up the walk. The 2-1. BJ lines a base hit into center field. That will get Kapler home from third. And that will make it a 4-2 ball game. Crawford takes ball 4. So that loads the bases.
Over the bag, long throw for Tien. The inning is over. Tampa Bay comes up with 3, and they take a 2-run lead into the bottom of the 8th. Driven to deep center field. Long run, Upton at the track. Makes a catch at the wall, and that's the way it's going right now. On the ground is Zobrist, who has moved from right field to second base. 2 down.
Right now, Tampa Bay makes a mistake. The ball gets caught.
Shallow left center. Bartlett holding off the outfielders. And Wheeler for the 2nd straight night has a 1-2-3 8th inning. Alberto Callaspo should get an outfield assist throwing out Pena.
First pitch breaking ball over and change speed.
That changeup had Zobrist all twisted up. 2 down in the 9th. Got his back fixed. Returned to the game. Got to the big leagues. Butler handles the pop-up. Raised down quickly in the top of the 9th. That's a long run for Kapler, and he's there. Three-pitch strikeout as Hernandez gets it down to Pena. Game over. J.P. Howell with 2 perfect innings in the first 2 games of this series. Picks up his 8th save. Tampa Bay wins it 4-2. And with Boston losing tonight, Tampa Bay picks up a game in the East. They are 5.5 back.